guys, I want to talk to you today about just some different tile tools, tile accessories, and tiles themselves. I was at the Home Depot and I had noticed their selection and got me thinking that I should just make a quick video about this, show you what they have. I was happily surprised to see all their selection of tools, accessories, and tiles. So let's get into it. So let's just talk some of their power tools, like their bigger saws. They carry a lot of the rigid line. They do have a few other brands as well. The rigid, they have three different sizes. They have a 7-inch, an 8-inch, and a 10-inch wet saw. What's cool about that is the trays are designed to go deep enough so you can get a long tile, so you can rip narrow strips off a long tile. Any one of those saws will work for that. And I like the way the trays kind of pull out and compound out, kind of like a miter saw. And with the sliders, table, you can pivot, you can cut any degree angle of tile. So if you're doing, you know, a diamond pattern, you can just cut 45s on your wet saw. So they have a jig for that. And then you can also tilt it. So if you need to miter and do a saw cut like this through the face of your tile, they have that adjustment at the top of the saw. So the wet saws are super handy. They're actually the bigger ones with the motor up top, and you push the tray through. Those are great for mosaics. Down cutting, it kind of pushes the tiles down. They don't move all over the place. Now the smaller little wet saws, which are also super handy, are the ones that are like a little table saw, and they're maybe not as good for cutting mosaics, but they're super handy for any other type of tile work. So we have an assortment of all of them, but the little table saw ones we use quite a bit. But then, like I said, the bigger ones, they're universal as well. So it all depends what you're doing. So I touched on the rigid stuff. That's good. They have a wide selection of Schluter. I was happy to see that. So Schluter is like the waterproofing shower kits. They make a whole array of other stuff. They make Dieter mat for your floors. This Kody mat to waterproof your shower walls. They make like a whole shower kit. So pre-slope drain. You know, they have the curb, the Kody mat, inside corners, outside corners, everything to seal around your shower valve and your shower head, so that pipe sticking out for your shower head. They have instructional DVDs. They even have this Kody board that instead of using drywall, you just put it up. It's already pre-waterproofed. You just have to water seal the joints as per Schluter. So they have that. They have their niches that are super handy. So Schluter is an awesome product. We've been using it since we started the business. Let's talk about a few of their tools. I made a video just separately on this Hart trowel system, their Quick-tatch. And what's awesome about this is a 7-piece kit all in this little handy thing. So you don't need a whole lot more than that. I don't think I really use any different size of trowel than these that's in this kit. So it's got a little button to keep everything from falling apart. You just bring the trowel out, you can detach the handle and put it on a different trowel and use it as you need to. So super handy, awesome idea. So they have those, and then I just picked up a few of their tools, just a sanding file here. So if you're cutting, we've been using more and more of these files lately, like porcelain tile, you cut it. If you're on like the outside corner of your shower or something, you always want to round those edges off and just keep it, because otherwise it's real sharp. You can get a nicer, straighter grout line, because sometimes in the porcelain, whether you're cutting on a dry saw or wet, if it's a little wavy, you just kind of give it a little round over, ease that edge. So these stone files are good for that. Tile nippers, this is a dual action tile nipper. So sometimes if you just like if you're cutting around a toilet flange and you got to make a whole bunch of incisions and into little slivers of tile and break them off, then these nippers just kind of bite off the edge of the tile and clean that edge up. So these are handy. So this is a grout file or a grout removal tool. So you just get that started in a grout line. So yeah, before I started carpentry, I always wondered, like, once you put grout down, I think it's pretty permanent, but these tools are pretty handy. You can get grout out quite easily, actually. So these are a cool thing to know about. You can remove grout. This is another grout removing tool, just a triangular shape. They work great as well. So they have a whole wide selection of accessories. Everything from, you know, drilling through porcelain is quite difficult. So they have the carbide hole saw kits for those and everything. So they have everything you need there. A couple of the things on the tiles, like, man, they have the amount of tile that they have there. I was quite surprised, and the prices are good too. So I picked up a few today, like even just fancy stuff like this, like nicely priced, has the glass, the natural stone, and the stainless steel. So these are awesome. We've installed tons of these, some backsplashes throughout the years. So that's just one style. There's this style where it's natural stone and glass mixed, half by half. So those are awesome. So just a few of the types. And then this is actually a walnut wood tile backsplash. Like that's actually super cool. Me and my wife saw that the other day, and we pointed that out, and we thought that was a great idea. I don't know a whole lot more about it, but and then let's just ring through the other types of tile that they have. So different types of glass tile. So whether it's the small mosaics, the lineal style, or like 3x6s, you can do in a subway pattern. They have porcelain tile, ceramic tile, natural stone, some slate. They have travertine, all an array of different mosaics to match those. So they have some contemporary stuff, some old school stuff, and they even have that porcelain tile that's specially formulated that looks like slate, but it's actually porcelain. You kind of get the best of both worlds. With porcelain, you don't have to seal it like you would a natural one, but it gives you that look and more consistency that a porcelain tile provides you. Another great idea and a great tool to keep in mind and to be aware of is these self-leveling clips. These are such a great idea as it keeps the no lippage in your tile. So you mortar down your tile and you clip these in around the perimeter. Then you lay your next tile down, mortar it down, and then this part sits under the tile. This wedge clips in so that the top surface on either side is flush. They self-level, a little bit thicker mortar bed, but then the tops of your tiles they're nice and flush and smooth through. They don't have any lippage. It saves time. Great idea. So they have that accessory as well. Tons of different tiles, tons of different tools, all the saws that you need, wet saws, dry saws, tons of selection. So, you know, even for professionals, it's good to go there for that too. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or check us out on some of the following.